Assalamu alaikum everyone, welcome back to new lesson. রুটলেস ক্রিটিসিজম অফ এভরিথিং এক্সিস্টিং, অর্থাৎ পৃথিবীতে যা আছে সব কিছুর সমালোচনা করতে হবে। তীব্র সমালোচনা করার পর যদি কোনো কিছু টিকে থাকে তাহলে সেটাকে আমরা গ্রহণ করব, না হলে আমরা প্রত্যাখ্যান করে ফেলে দেব। According to Karl Marx, nothing should be granted as incontrovertible or nothing should be closed for criticism. Nothing should be granted as indubitable or nothing should be closed for criticism. Nothing should be granted as indisputable or nothing should be closed for criticism. Nothing should be granted as unassailable or nothing should be closed for criticism. Nothing should be granted as unimpeachable or nothing should be closed for criticism. Nothing should be granted as unexceptionable or nothing should be closed for criticism. Nothing not open for criticism প্রশ্নাতীত, তাহলে nothing should be granted as incontrovertible or nothing should be closed for criticism. You have to censor or criticize everything that exists. You have to censor or rebuke everything that exists. You have to scrutinize or you have to scrutinize everything that exists. You have to pour everything that exists. You have to pen everything that exists. You have to animadvert everything that exists. Everything includes not only the undocumented or not certified one. Everything includes not only the unsubstantiated or not certified one, but also the ulterior or beyond questioning ones. But the castigation or criticism must be constructive. But the curbing must be constructive. But the animadversion must be constructive, but the stricture must be constructive, but the censure must be constructive. But the castigation or curbing or animadversion or structure or censure must be constructive, which means you cannot mock without logic, or which means you cannot mock or make fun of without logic. You cannot debunk without logic, which means you cannot deride without logic, which means you cannot lampoon without logic. You cannot ridicule without logic, which means you cannot scoff without logic. After censorious or critical analysis, after censorious or critical analysis, after censorious or critical analysis, after captious or critical analysis, after scathing or critical analysis, after vitriolic or critical analysis, if something proves to be immaculate or blameless, if something proves to be impeccable or blameless, if something proves to be irreproachable or blameless, if something proves to be unimpeachable or blameless, if something exemplary, if something proves to be exemplary, if something proves to be preeminent, only then we can endorse or approve it, we can corroborate it, we can countenance it, we can ratify it, we can sanction it. অর্থাৎ we can approve it. তাহলে ফার্স্ট হবে নাথিং শুড বি গ্রান্টেড এজ ইনকন্ট্রোভার্টিবল, অর্থাৎ কোনো কিছু প্রশ্নাতীত নয়। তাহলে প্রশ্নাতীতের এখানে কয়েকটা সিনোনিম আছে, যেমন ইনকন্ট্রোভার্টিবল, undubitable, undisputable, unassailable, unimpeachable, unexceptionable. immaculate, incontrovertible, undubitable অর্থাৎ ডাউট নাই, কোনো সন্দেহ নাই, indisputable, indisputable, unassailable, and unimpeachable, and unexceptionable. According to nothing should be granted as incontrovertible or undubitable or undisputable or unassailable or unimpeachable or unexceptionable. You have to censor or criticize or rebuke or scrutinize or pour or pen or animate bird everything that exists. Everything includes not only the undocumented or unsubstantiated one, but also the ulterior or beyond questioning ones, but the castigation or criticism or carping or animate version or stricture or censor castigation or criticism or carping or animate version or stricture or censure but the castigation must be constant, which means you cannot mock or make fun of without logic, you cannot debunk without logic, you cannot deride without logic, you cannot ridicule without logic, you cannot scoff without logic. After censorious or critical or captious or scathing or vitriolic analysis, if something proves to be immaculate, impeccable, irreproachable, unimpeachable, exemplary, preeminent, only then we can endorse it or approve it or corroborate, countenance, ratify and sanction it. আজকে এই পর্যন্ত।